Good morning, aviators. Oh wait, that's the wrong video. You can tell what I was watching last night. So as you can see in front of the house now, there is a very large bare patch of earth. This is where they've actually buried the sewer connection into the main sewers from the house, so we are now actually connected up to the sewers. But I probably need to rewind slightly to another video to actually show you that in progress.
Oh, well, I'd been really cross if we had the main sewers going through our land and we couldn't actually tap into them. So we now have a connection to our sewers. The sewer runs through the plot, which is quite handy. And it comes up here to our manhole, and that's our house.
So just another view from the other side of the big hole, showing the joint and literally how steep it is back up to our sewer point and house. So continuing on outside, this is the wall of the utility room, and they have now drilled two very large holes into it, just here, I think you can see. Just focus on that better. And that is the connection for the air source heat pumps to actually go into. It's jury-rigged a bit on the outside at the moment with a pressure gauge, etc., because they are pressure testing the whole water system inside, so they needed to close the system up. We've actually got to now build a base down here at the foot of below that, by the foundations, a concrete pad that the heat pump's actually going to sit onto. So that's another job to be done soon. So this is the inside of the utility, and you can see there, that's the connections out to the heat pump that I showed you a few minutes ago. It's plumbed in basically all the way round through the utility room and into the plant room, where there is another temporary structure at the moment. Again, that's just been put in so they could pressure test the systems. Just to continue the knocking the holes into our airtight structure, another one has been knocked in here. Just zoom in on that one, and that is the direct airflow aperture for the log burner in the snug. I'll show you that on the inside. That's been fitted on the inside as well, but again, nice big hole through the airtightness. This is the other side of the direct air kit for the fire. There's the fire just there, that I showed from the outside. Again, penetrating right the way through the structure and the airtightness. So Helen has put some airtightness tape and sealant all the way around it, so that hopefully you won't get drafts through that aperture. Having said that, the draft that actually comes through this, if I can even see, I've not tried this, let's see if I can actually see to the outside. Oh, lost it, there it is. Yeah, so that's the draft. I'm probably 1.5 meters, 2 meters away from this at the moment, and you can feel a jet of air actually coming through it. It's quite amazing. You don't notice how airtight the structure is and draft free until you actually knock a hole in that airtightness, and then any little draft you really feel. As you can see, our piles of plasterboard have not diminished at all in the last week. Our plasterer has, unfortunately, let's call it, rescheduled when he's going to start, so none of the plasterboarding actually got done this week at all. We're hoping he's either going to start on Monday, although that's the bank holiday for the Queen's funeral, or Tuesday, but we'll wait and see. So yes, we've still got all of the plasterboard here. So as I said earlier, the first fit plumbing is now in and signed off. That highlighted a couple of minor issues which required some additional work on our side. So this is the thermostat control for the shower in the ensuite, main ensuite. And what we discovered was, when that was actually put in, the gapping distance between this, the valves, etc., meant that it actually pushed itself out a bit too far for the plasterboarding. So what we've had to actually do is actually put packing strips, in effect, of a piece of OSB, 12mm OSB, onto the battens all the way along here, so that the plasterboard is actually pushed back out another 12mm, so that should then actually fit quite nicely underneath that control valve. We've been going around all week just actually adding OSB, ply, etc. everywhere where we think that we might actually need it. So that entire wall there is now practically covered in OSB. That's for where the sink unit's going to go, plus big mirrors, plus shaving points, and an IR towel rail. More OSB added in the walk-in wardrobe, so high level stuff there, so that we can actually secure the wardrobe units onto the wall, keeping them nice and straight and level. Nice big bit at the end there for full length mirror to be attached to. So we've also had the chippy in this week. He's fitted the window sills onto all of the windows. As an example, this is in the main bathroom, and he's also done the preliminary boxing around things like soil pipes, etc. So again, this is in the bathroom. Not quite sure how well you can actually see this, because it actually blends in really well with the rest of the air tightness, but we had to box in all of the mechanical heat ventilation pipe work that was coming from the plant room, which is directly below here in bedroom 4, goes up into the ceiling and then spreads out through the roof spaces. So that was a big piece of boxing that's been done, and then Helen's gone over it, filled it full of all insulation, like rock wool type insulation, and then covered it with airtight membrane as well. Because of the necessity to actually keep the project moving, we are, as we've said before, slightly out of phase with a lot of stuff, so things have been done out of order. One of the things is we've actually got the underfloor heating panelling down, this silver stuff where the underfloor heating goes in, before we've actually obviously got the plastering done. So in order to protect this, we're actually going to have to move a lot of the stuff out of the way. We're going to put waterproof membrane, damp-proof membrane down on it to protect it from the plasterers while they actually hopefully plaster. But again, that means I'm doing my favourite Saturday job, which is moving stuff from one place to another. So this is now reminding me of one of those films where you put all the plastic down on the floor before you actually murder someone, so you can actually wrap the body up and all the blood and dispose of it with no evidence. Is that what you're planning with?
I'm saying nothing. I will not incriminate myself.
Okay, so I have to say I'm not really liking the black PVC look for the bedroom. Or really the bathroom, to be quite honest. I think the silver look was actually slightly better.